23rd of April 2020. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, wherever you are. Piotr here. Is my pleasure to make a US cash market open update for you on the Light Forex Global YouTube channel. So what is all about? We were waiting for the US flash manufacturing and services PMI, and we got that numbers. And to be honest with you, well, the preliminary manufacturing 36.9 versus 35 expectations. So someone can argue, well, that's better, right? Someone can argue that, come on, that's better. Wow. But the thing is that it might be one reason. But first, PMI services 27 versus 30 expectations record low, and composite 27.4 versus 40.9 record low. The manufacturing 36.9 is a 133 months low. The thing is, it might get even uglier next time. If we are going to take into the consideration when the lockdown started in Europe, UK, and in US, that's something what has to be watched. That's what going to be in my interest, right? Anyway, we've seen at the very beginning, right after the open, we have like first 5-minute trading range, as you can see here. We've seen huge monster rally. Also we've seen spike on the yen crosses, and that was the rumor information. That's the spike on the dollar yen. All right. What was the rumor? What was the information? It was that during the next meeting, which probably is as early as next week, we are going to get the informations as follow. One moment, let me find that for you. I got few of them, just trying to tell you about them in order. This is very, very interesting because it looks like Japan is hedging with the one direction only. There is no way back, if that's true what they want to do. So there is no way back. Anyway, Bank of Japan is going to discuss unlimited bond buying at the next meeting, right? Negative rate unchanged. They are going to discuss. That's the thing. That's the most important thing in that sentence. They are going to discuss. Doesn't mean that they are going to do that, right? Looks like they want to take off the limits when it comes to the Bank of Japan wants to remove the bond buying limit. Of course, there are going to be discussion. So it's with the calm market, because we have another calm day today, it was easy to push. If you remember, we were discussing yesterday that if the market is calm, probably we are going to go higher. That's what happened yesterday, right? Good that most of my short side exposure on indices been closed the day before. Anyway, let's try to summarize a bit. I'm fully long on Euro Pound with the mid been closed already. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you are more than welcome to visit archive section on the Light Forex Global YouTube channel and check the previous 2 videos. I've explained Euro Pound. I still do expect 88.50 to be reached. I'm on the verge of the close when it comes to the Euro Canadian. All right. It could be right around the London fix, or depends on the Euro reaction after the if we are going to get the information after the EU summit, virtual summit, right? That's in relation to the Italy loans as well. So the reaction, the market reaction when it comes to the euro, gonna be important. So, well, it might sound strange, right? Because also I've been stopped out. I closed euro dollar, so I've been a little bit positive today when it comes to the euro. That might surprise few of you guys if you are watching carefully. Don't forget that you can monitor my trades. Link is in the description, right? You can follow my trades. Still think that at some point we are going to have turnaround. Not sure today, tomorrow, or maybe as early as next week when it comes to the indices. Still staying short cable and staying short Aussie, on the verge of the liquidation when it comes to the gold short position. I'm fighting here as well after the partial closing on the move down. I renew now on the Riley higher, but you know, I don't want to see some strong upside close. Now, so what next for the New York session? Actually, I have to right now just monitor the exposure I have, and at some point, maybe if we are going to see some kind of the failure on indices, maybe I'm going to try to take the advantage of that as well. We will see. So for me, is just the monitoring the current exposure. I'm still when it comes to the indices negative, when it comes to the dollar positive, but maybe not via euro dollar or dollar yen as we discussed. As I mentioned, cable and Australian dollar for now. Watching very carefully Australian dollar, watching very carefully the all commodity currencies block, Australian, Kiwi, New Zealand, because if my way of thinking when it comes to the indices is right, so at some point those currencies are going to turn to the downside as well, right? First 5-minute trading range on the DJ, and first thing first, that's the weekly open on the DJ, right? If you remember, the same we discussed yesterday on Nasdaq, S&P. Friday low is a key, crucial here, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch that way. I wanna see just one time rally. As you can see, it's very, very close. I wanna see the reaction. I might be careful and may want to see, for example, the price action above, right? Because it could be, some kind of the stop count, then rejection, and then that would be eventually my attempt to try to join the party on the DJ. But careful for now. What next? If the session is gonna be very similar to what we've seen yesterday, right? This type of the slow upper price action to the upside could be in place. The thing is that there is nothing special when it comes to the calendar from the US tomorrow, right? So we might see some speculation upward movement. We will see a few earnings, so monitor very, very closely. Not on the full short side yet. As I mentioned 2 days ago, I closed it, so looking to renew. But overall, for now, for me, it's like the monitoring the current exposure I have, just just not trying not to be trapped with what I already have. Very interesting for me how the cable is going to behave before London fix within next 50 minutes, right? It looks like we might get the selling opportunity based on what we have here. If we are going to try to double that, so that's gonna be retest of that bottom of the previous consolidation, 2420, and maybe 2450 as well at some point, right? Okay, folks, been thinking that we are going to see more fireworks around the US Open or after US Open. Been thinking that it's gonna be, a little bit higher volatility. Looks like all central bankers are trying to calm the volatility down. So we have to be careful. So I'm monitoring. If necessary, I'm going to make another update later today. Guys, don't be trapped. Be safe, take care, and see you around. Goodbye.